Hi everyone, I'm Elijah, and I'm an explainer at the New York Hall of Science. I'm interested in computer science and engineering, as well as various technical projects like audio, video, and stage production. Today, we're going to be exploring sound waves by making our own musical instruments. First off, let's talk about sound waves. When an object is struck, it sends vibrating waves through the air. Our ears are able to interpret these waves as sound. There are two important properties of a wave, the amplitude and the frequency. The amplitude measures the height of the wave's peaks and valleys, whereas frequency refers to how often the wave vibrates back and forth. Our ears perceive amplitude as volume. The bigger the amplitude, the louder the sound. We measure amplitude in decibels. Similarly, we perceive frequency as pitch. The faster the frequency, the higher the pitch. We measure frequency in hertz, vibrations per second. We can explore sound waves by making our own musical instrument. You won't need much, just a coffee can or tin can and some rubber bands. Simply stretch the rubber bands over the coffee can like so. When you pluck the rubber bands, they vibrate. The waves from the rubber bands bounce around the coffee can before hitting your ears, increasing the volume. The instrument we've made is similar to a guitar. When a guitar string vibrates, the waves travel through the sound hole and bounce around the inside of the body, amplifying the sound. Similarly, when we pluck a rubber band, the waves bounce around the inside of the can, causing it to resonate and amplify the sound. Larger objects can vibrate at lower frequencies, producing a deeper tone. This is why, say, a guitar has a richer and fuller sound than, say, a ukulele. Try to play the same note on a small and large can. Do they sound different? How? All objects have what's known as a fundamental frequency, the rate at which they naturally vibrate when struck. This can vary based on the shape, size, and mass of the object. We can adjust the frequency of our rubber bands by tightening or loosening them. What does this do to the sound? By varying the pitch of the rubber bands, we can tune them to different musical notes. For instance, in music, the A above middle C is typically tuned to around 440 vibrations per second. It's possible to play a song using rubber bands. For instance, you only need 3 notes to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. C, D, and E. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more fun activities from NYSCI. Thanks for watching!